Hello, everyone. This is Mary Beth Schuin. For those of you who don't know me, I've been a coach for 24 years and I teach for Coactive Coaching. I have trained thousands of coaches and I've also coached many, many thousands of coaches to have successful businesses. And I'm about to launch a pilot of a program to help you get unstuck if you're trying to figure out how to take your coaching business to the next level, or it's just not what you hoped it would be. I'm going to help you get through all the fears and limiting beliefs. Well, maybe not all of them, but hopefully a good chunk of them so that you can be a successful coach. And so I'm calling it, You Are Already a Successful Coach. I'm doing a free introductory session on Thursday, the 16th of September at 7 p.m. Central European Standard Time. That's 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Eastern Time Zone in the US. And I'll record it. If you can't make it, that's okay. I'll send you the recording afterwards so you can see it and do the activities. This is really something that was born out of conversation that I had with a couple of other coaches here, that we keep seeing so many great coaches stop coaching and take jobs because they can't figure out how to make a living at it. And it seems like it's not enough to know all the business development pieces. We all know what we need to do to create our business, to get out there and network and talk to people. And yet there's these blocks that we have inside of ourselves. So I just want to tell you that it's a 5-week course. It starts October 20th. It's going to actually take place over 10 weeks because we're going to speak every 2 weeks for an hour and a half. Again, the same time, 7 p.m. Central European Standard Time. It's only going to have 8 participants in it. This is a pilot, so less expensive than it will be once I know it's a success. So I hope you'll join me for the introductory session. I'll do some parts of the activities that I'm going to do in the larger program, but we're going to, over the course of the 10 weeks, just so you know what's going to happen, we'll start by designing our alliance and getting connected to one another. We're going to talk about you are a successful coach and what are those limiting beliefs? What are those fears that are holding you back? Money scripts. What are our limiting beliefs about money? What are the things that we think about when we think, what's my value as a coach? How do I put myself out there and actually charge what I want to charge? We're also going to talk about the committee in your head, right? So for those of you who are coactive coaches, you know the concept of saboteurs. And I like to call this the committee in my head, right? So not being able to do something that I think I should do and want to do, actually. So this really came back to me because I moved from the United States to the Netherlands basically 2 weeks before our first lockdown in 2020. And suddenly I was faced with a whole new market in a language that I don't speak very easily, a little bit, with Dutch. But it took me back to when I started my business and what did I do to get myself out there to create the business that I have now. Well, in the middle of a pandemic, I couldn't do any of the things that I used to do. And I also had this really strong limiting belief about language, that I wasn't going to be able to do things here because I don't speak Dutch. And slowly, really networking and speaking to people, I found some ways through that. And I wish I had really checked in with myself about that whole limiting belief much sooner. Things would have happened in a different way. I got there, but I'd like to help you get there faster and not just listen to the committee in your head that says that you can't do this, because you absolutely can. And then our last class is a fun take on what would Oprah do, right? So a lot of us in the world of self-development look to Oprah as, you know, a rock star in so many regards. And she's overcome so many things in her life. And it's just kind of fun to replace that committee with some great allies or a board of directors that many of us like to have allies for us to move forward and to do what we want to do. So there's a link below for Eventbrite. You do need to sign up if you want to do the complimentary introduction session. And if you have any questions, please just send me a message. I look forward to seeing you there. I hope that you're all well and take good care. Bye for now.